The video that you're about to watch is an excerpt from a live webinar. If you enjoy the contents of this video, please like and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching. Our bodies know. Our bodies always know. Like our bodies completely know even where we are within great, vast cosmic cycles. Cycles that are running through the galaxy, cycles that are running through our solar system, cycles that are running through our galaxy. The body always knows. Your body knows exactly where you are in relation to each of the planets in the solar system right now. It's not necessarily that information isn't necessarily like super lively at a conscious level, but it is completely owned at the level of the physiology. So the integration between the experiences of expansion of consciousness with the physiology are essential for stabilizing the ability to be clear where we are within the system of cycles. And it's that knowledge of where we are within the system of cycles that informs actions, choices, decisions, thoughts, speech. This download, this beautiful, beautiful vision of what your physiology, it's your physiology, that this universe, this big universe is your physiology. It's my physiology. It's our physiology. The expansion of consciousness, you guys, your consciousness can expand all the way out to the ends of the universe instantly. It is not bound by space and time. That ability to expand all the way out allows your awareness to embrace your cosmic body. That is your cosmic body. This is the healing. Awareness expands out to the furthest reaches of the creation. And in so doing, we embrace, lovingly embrace, adoringly accept our cosmic body. Unconditionally loving our cosmic body. As individuals, awareness expands out and unconditionally loving and embracing the cosmic body. It is like nurturing anything in your world. Nothing is more precious to the creation than your love. And when it's unconditional love and it is intentionally given, it is so precious. The reply from the universe comes back also as unconditional love, back into the individual heart and soul. It's just a simple thing. You can do it anytime. Expand out to the reaches of the universe, unconditionally loving embrace. And in that moment of silence and sweetness, it returns and it washes through the physiology and it supports an integration between the experience of living in an individual body and the experience of living as the living universe. That integration occurs within the field of awareness because it's the awareness that did it. It's the awareness that activated or catalyzed that experience. The integration is there within the field of awareness, and it feels like a culminating feeling within the body, within the being. It's very possible if you're doing a body scan right now that you'll feel it in the central nervous system, and also particularly in the autonomic nervous system. The unconditional love fills up in the heart energy center. Comes up into the throat area. Because it's like the unconditional love is like the catalyst that activates the transformation or the movements of consciousness. And of course, we affect our world from here, right? This is the energy that reaches out and touches the world, or verbally. I also am noticing something like a fortification or a stabilization of energy in the cord of light that runs straight down the center of the body. Most people's cords are about big from there to like there. Sometimes they can be big like that. Sometimes they're more small. Sometimes they have shapes like this. Every cord of light is unique. It's like a fingerprint. Each one is a little different, but they're beautiful and they're ancient. And they are structures of the astral body that connect us to the rest of the web of life and creation. And it's through that web of life that the integration occurs and that the flow of unconditional love happens and that the awareness is able to expand out to the edges of the universe. The integration is like a wave that's oscillating back and forth from individual self out to the universe. And it's oscillating at almost infinite speed like that. And it's setting up a hum in the web of life. And the hum in the web of life is like a pitch or a frequency, like a sound. And with all of us together, it's like a kind of symphonic sound because each cord of light is a little bit different shape. So it's like each instrument is a slightly different resonating chamber. But that frequency informs the creation that we are here integrating. We are in integrating mode between individuality and universality. And what's happened, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So the universe is full of these pockets that are like archives of places of deep wisdom and knowledge and resource. And what I'm seeing is I'm triple checking that what I'm seeing is really what I'm seeing, but that within the universe, there are places where there are structures of the finest materials that are supremely orderly. Okay, so think crystals, right? Supremely orderly, and that means that the structure at the finest level is the same shape as the structure at the grosser level, like a fractal, right? And what I'm seeing is the offering of a crystalline form into the cord of light. And from my perspective, I'm looking at the field, I'm looking at each of us, because I'm feeling it going into my the base of my spine. That's where I'm feeling the crystal coming in. But where it wants to sit, where it wants to stabilize. And I'm checking just to see if everybody else is there with that. There are some people in this session where it feels more comfortable in the heart, but there for everyone, there's also one for the base of the spine also. And guys, only if it's appropriate for you. Not everybody necessarily wants. Only as is appropriate. Only as is appropriate. Only as is ordained through your relationship with your divine source. But that crystalline form sitting at the base of the spine provides like a miniature version, like a kind of metaphorical or not so much metaphorical, but more as like a fractal that the small reflects the big. And it's a representation of the whole web of life for the whole universe only it's sitting there deep in the body, deep in the lower, the pelvic floor, down by the pelvic floor, and right down at the base of the spine there, the sacrum area. It's a form of purity that ensures the rising of energy through the body occurs in optimal alignment with nature's intention, with cosmic intention, the will of God, divine will there. And it acts like a filter that cleanses the upward flow of energy from the base of the body, from the pelvic floor area, all the way up through the cord of light. And as it bursts out through the top of the head, through the crown of the head, that oscillation between the universal and individual level of self is fed and nourished in a way that is profound. That is, it's like our bodies are reshaping themselves to become the optimal givers of quality of consciousness and intelligence that is most cherished at a universal level. Everything we do kind of emanates out into the environment, right? It emanates out into the universe. But when the energetic structure of the body reshapes itself, as it's doing at this point in the healing process, so that everything that emanates through the individual self out to the universe comes through this filter that purifies and cleanses, but it also aligns those impulses with the needs of the universal self, with the highest level of self. It also ensures that the impulses of life that come through are the purest possible reflection of your essential nature, your essential truth, your pure potential. And then there's this oscillation back and forth. And it's just bliss. It's just bliss. The oscillation goes back and forth. And the universe is like, it's like coming across a field of beautiful flowers on a hike in the forest, and the forest is beautiful, but then you come across this part, it's like, oh wow, but these flowers, like, check it out, Optimizing the flow of intelligence, the flow of awareness in the field back and forth between individual and wholeness, individual and wholeness, individual and wholeness. And all of that healing, all the aspects of the healing, the crystal and the oscillation and all of it are just offered back into the field of silence. Awareness says, okay, that was great. Let's just rest in the silence of being. Let's just give that back to the divine and say, the divine, you're doing that. The divine, you're doing that. You're creating us as instruments of expression in this universe that will actually provide the resources that we need, both as individuals and that the universe as a whole needs, so that the integration between wholeness and individual becomes so clean and so complete and so full that ultimately is just divine being doing everything, which it always was all along. But if there was ever a doubt, if there was ever a moment of, wait, is this on me? It's my responsibility as an individual. My responsibility as an individual is to be the instrument best I can. That's all. And here, this little shift, just a tiny little tweak, just a tiny little consolidation of orderliness in the astral level of the physiology, and particularly in the cord of light. It's beautiful. Consolidation means more efficient. We function more efficiently, effortlessly, more spontaneous right action. And filled with such this beautiful unconditional love, which is how this healing started, right? It started with the awareness going out to the ends of the universe and that embrace of unconditional love. And so again, the healing ends there in that space of unconditional love, embracing all the way out to the most expanded, extended, furthest reaches of creation and back to the individual, all is one great embrace. Oh my goodness, you're so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm just watching it moving through our collective. And that includes everybody who's here in lifetime. That includes everybody who watches in the future. Absolutely beautiful.